Hey, this is Steve again. I don't make very many videos because I have pretty much no video editing skills. I'm pretty bad at it, so I don't do much on video, but figured I would try to do a little video on this. I'm going to remove the package tray, I believe this is called, and remove this area for the trunk also. I don't know if you can see this. See the rust holes going in there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but also over there. Rust is eaten up. I don't know how well my video is going to show up. But I'm going to take the deck lid off, of course. It's weight that I don't need when I'm doing this. And I'm trying to make sure these braces that support the deck lid and raise it up and down don't move while I'm doing this. So I have welded in some bracing, square tubing across there. I tack welded it to these braces. And I've also welded one across the front. Try to make sure none of this stuff moves while I cut this out. Can I see where it's welded on there? That's just in efforts to keep everything where it is. Oh, I got it cut apart. So I'm going to take the deck lid off and cut this part out. And I got to do some measuring before I start messing with this. But let's show you a little what I've done to the car. I painted the inside of the car floor just for kind of rust proofing. I got all the body mounts in. The car is bolted down to the frame now. Slowly making progress. I sanded and osfoed the inside roof of the car. Painted it just to make sure it didn't rust, because it don't appear that they put any kind of paint on these things from the factory. So I'm trying to rust proof everything I can. Okay, well, when I get a little more done, I will show y'all. Let's show a little bit of what I got done tonight. There's a little more showing why I was doing this. You can see the rust. This is a little drain hole for the rear windshield. It was rusted out. I got all the spot welds on the braces. Middle brace. I haven't quite got this. This little piece here with the drain hole is new. I don't know if I can save it or not, but I sure need to, because I've got one for the other side, a new one. This one is a new one that the shop that was doing the work installed. So I need to save it if possible. I'm hoping I can cut everything loose and then grind the welds off of it once I get it off and reuse it. And now you can see the brace that I put in, trying to support everything. Once I get all this out, then I gotta get this back piece off that goes across the between the rear window and the trunk. But I gotta see where the new piece overlaps before I start cutting on it. So I've made some progress. Quite a bit to go. Here's an update on what I've got done. Here's this little runoff area for water. I've got to save this one. This one's new. So I've ground off most of the metal. I've got a little bit to go. I got into this piece a little bit here with my grinder, but it shouldn't hurt anything. I've got to get the weld off here from this tack weld. Same thing on the other side. This one here, a little drip area for the windshield. It was pretty well rusted out. This is what I've cut off. And I know most people probably say, why didn't you fix this? I got a brand new one, but this water would have ran into this hole and into the car. It's not terrible, but I got a brand new one. I got a brand new one sitting right here, ready to go. Just got to fit it in there. Gotta straighten these back out. They've been a little bit from prying. The spot welds didn't get totally cut with the drill bit. But my bracing is in there good and stiff. I don't think nothing has moved, which is a good thing. I gotta do a lot of cleaning up in here. Get all this out. Same thing on the other side, and trim this to the right spot to overlap the new one. But I will video a little more when I make some more progress. Okay, here's another update on what I've done. This drain hole over here that I said I need to save, because it was installed during this body work that was done to the car. Passenger side never got the new one. This is the new one. So it's going to be installed on the passenger side of the car. I got these from Real Deal Steel. It just so happened they had some spare ones. They said they don't sell them individually or as pairs. They come with the inner quarter panel. They're already pre-welded on, but I was lucky enough to get a couple. On this side here, you can see where this filler panel that I'm going to put in right here that's tied to the package tray overlaps. So I've got to get this metal peeled back off. This side over here, you can't see that. Body work has been done. I guess they covered that up. I'm going to grind that off so I can see where it overlaps. You can see under here it is double layer. So I need to get the top layer off, leave the bottom layer, because that's what's going to support this filler panel that comes in here. Okay, I will update you when I get a little more done. Okay, I'm making a video of my progress. I've got this package tray and filler panel kind of fit in there right now. I've got it fit about the best that I feel like I can do. I went ahead and marked where I'm going to put my spot weld so I can drill these holes out. The braces underneath here. Like I was saying earlier, the there was a shop that done some work on this car. They'd already done body work, filler. I ground it back to get the bare metal so I could do what I was doing. And this here was real thin. This piece here was already welded in. Well, I had to grind underneath to get this out. You can see where I kind of cut the flange off, which I got to fix. But when I was grinding this weld off right here, I pretty well went through the metal here. So I had to build this back up. I had to rebuild this lip for the rear window seal. I think I got that done pretty well. I got this fit in there. I'll have to fill this in with some metal. But I think I got it fitting pretty well. I'm going to fill these in, weld them up with steel, because I ain't worried about the stock for sure factory look. I'm not going to use speakers like this. I'm going to weld them up, find out what the most popular speaker is going now, cut holes in each side for the newer speakers, put in a newer radio. All these braces underneath, they're pretty close to touching. These ones on the back, I'll have to use my vice grip clamp them down. But I think it's going to turn out okay. I did order me a new pinch well to run across here. It doesn't lay perfect. I'm gonna probably have to modify it a little bit to get it to fit right. But it shouldn't be a big deal. I'm gonna take this panel out and show you what it looks like without it, the work I did. All right, here it is without that panel in place. I wire brushed this as good as I could. I've got OSFO on it, that's why it kind of looks gray. It's an acid-based rust killer. Also did the back of these. This, not sure which one of these go where, but there's some braces. It's this one. It goes in right here. This package tray that I'm putting in is supposed to sandwich between these two, so I took these out. Once I get it in place, I'll weld these back in place to get it good and tight. There's one for each side. You can see over there I removed it also. Like I was saying, I had to build all this up. I welded it thicker in here. This was done by the body shop where they had that this piece welded in there. I'm gonna have to fix this a little bit. Make sure it's not in the way for when I weld that in there. But I'll take care of all that before I finish the work. I'm gonna fix this a little better. I worked on this earlier when all this was not going to be removed, so I couldn't do a real good job, but I'm going to do better at that now that it's all taken apart. This other side. On this other side, this piece here that I'm going to install, this is some of the old one that's still left. I got to remove this. You can see some of the, I don't know if those are factory welds or not, but I gotta remove this to make room for the new one. I'll be doing that before I weld this in. I've got some weld-through primer ordered and waiting on it to come in tomorrow, so I can prime the spots where I'm gonna do my spot welds. But I will be doing paint here, but just where the spot welds are gonna go, will have weld-through primer on them. All right, I will video a little more when I get a little farther. All right, here's an update on the package tray and filler panel install. I've got the panel welded in now. I've done some patching, filled in holes that were covered up by lead. I've got all the spot welds, which I've done these, and I've already covered them with black paint. I filled in the original speaker holes because I want to cut my own holes for whatever speakers I decide to put in it. I've still got to remove my bracing that I put in. Here's the other side. There was quite a few holes that were covered with lead and body work from the shop that had the car, which I ground all that out. I filled it up with the wire welder. I've got to touch up a little bit right there. See, I didn't quite get that welded good. Got all this spot welded in. So got some grinding to do. I think it turned out okay. I still got to put those braces in. This is probably the wrong side, but it goes behind this. Tack welds down here and on the back side of this. Clean those up, spot weld them in. But right now I'm fixing to put lead and solder 30-70 in these seams. I'm cleaning it up so I can. The metal's got to be really clean. There's a little bit of body work left there, Bondo, body filler, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get that out. I've wire brushed everything good. May go back a little bit more to get this off. And I bought a kit from a company named, I think it's TP, Tools and Equipment. I've got came with a file, 2 paddles for smoothing. It come with the paddle lube to keep the lead from sticking to your wooden paddles. Come with quite a few sticks of the solder lead mixture, and it come with the flux, which you put on, heat up, and then wipe it off so the solder will stick. And I got quite a few brushes. So once I get everything ready, I'll start videoing and see how this goes. I've never done it before, so I guess we'll see how hard or easy it is for an amateur to do it. All right, see you back in a minute.